In elementary school, when we would have to read out loud to the class from the textbook, I would literally count the kids in front of me and figure out what section I was reading, so I could practice it before it got to my turn, and I think that's where my anxiety started. No, I think you doing that is a very early sign you were gonna have at least like mild to severe anxiety. You know, because I feel like people who aren't prone to anxiety at all aren't gonna do this. They're not gonna do it. Maybe, you know, if you have to read in a language like for us in Germany when we had English class, and you know you're not great at English, then you might do it to practice. But if you generally do this, no matter what topic or language or class you're in, you're gonna have anxiety when you're older. Good news, child. Hello BabyQueers and welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing some IRL because apparently people who create memes are all mentally ill. So, you know, that's what we're doing today. But we're gonna vibe with it, you know? So either way, you know the deal. Before we continue, y'all gotta get hydrated. So grab some water, or some tea, or whatever else you like to drink, and then we'll check out some more memes. Are you hydrated? Good. Let's go. Stops the music to make sure that the random-ass noise was part of the song and not psychosis. I swear to God. Especially if you're like listening to music with someone else and there's this like really high-pitched sound in the song, and you're really not sure if it's in the song or if it's in your head. So you pause it and rewind it and try to make sure the other person hears it too, but the other person doesn't hear it because it's too high-pitched for them to hear. Well, it's great. Like, especially if there's something that sounds like sirens and you're driving. That's double the fun, really. I got you a gift. It has your energy, you know? The gift. Listen, you don't get to stand here and judge, alright? Because that's just the whole mood. I'm sorry, but this teddy is a whole mood. I would be not in this mood if someone got me this present, ironically, but I can assure you that I kind of pull this face a lot, especially if I'm like in public or at work. You know, I would really appreciate this gift, really. Date. I want to date someone that is really into nature. My brain. Say you like hiking. My mouth. I'm planning to go off the grid and move into the mountains to become a forest troll soon. Who knows, maybe they're into that. Because, listen, I never got this trying to act different on a date. Like, sure, we kind of all try to present maybe the best version of ourselves, really. And, you know, because you still want to make a good first impression, but why would you act wildly different than you normally do? Because that doesn't make sense. Because you want to find someone you're compatible with. And how do you know if you're compatible with someone if you're just lying the whole time? Really, that's what I never got, by the way. First of all. And second of all, listen, maybe your date wants to go off the grid and become a forest troll too. You never know until you ask. I can't keep sticking up for you. I enjoy you as a person, but as your manager, things need to change. I haven't been in late since our talk last week. I didn't do anything wrong. Really, this is from the general manager. He's becoming a problem. A customer said, "Aren't my kids adorable?" And he said, "I'm more of a dog person. Not acceptable. I'll talk with him." True. I said that. But listen, I also really don't see the issue. Because he didn't go around being like, "No, your kids are ugly or stupid," or anything to insult the customer or their children. He was more like, "Well, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really care for children. I'm more of a dog person." You know? I mean, sure, yeah, some part of customer service is kind of lying to your customers, but really, does it have to be about everything and kind of trying to be like, no, he's become a problem because he's not lying to customers and saying their kids are the cutest he's ever seen. Parents already think their kids are the cutest they've ever seen. You don't need to tell them. I would much rather someone be honest and be like, well, I don't really know. Like, if you show them something and they're like, I don't really know anything about that, you know, I'm more of a whatever other interest. Why are people weird? That's what I don't get. I spent countless hours turning aluminum welding wire into this chainmail blanket. Why? Because I like having weight on me when I sleep and I like to be cool. The heat dissipation properties and weight of aluminum are perfect for this. This is what it means to be a man. If you're not capable of doing this or have ever done this, you're not a man. Hate to break it to you. I don't make the rules, but to be fair, I love weighted blankets, and weighted blankets are still, like, especially in summer, way too warm. So I want to learn how to do this. Not to be a man, but to not die of, like, overheating in summer, really. I cannot believe I'm from a generation who paid for ringtones. If this little rectangle made a single sound these days, I'd smash it up. Okay, to be fair, I have never paid for ringtones. Maybe I'm not old enough, or maybe I didn't have a phone early enough because my parents said no. But why would you? Like, even when I was younger, I always had it on silent. Because I was so anxious it was gonna make a sound during class or, you know, wherever. So I can't believe you're from a generation who paid for ringtones. Because, like, sometimes my phone vibrating is fine because then at least I know, like, I got a message or something. But sometimes I kind of lose my mind because, you know, the people that, like, send a couple of messages behind each other, which is fine. Like, I normally don't mind, but then if you're, like, already annoyed and then your phone's just, like, on the desk and vibrating, so I hate it. So I can't believe you paid for ringtones. All in favor of using our new client's earrings for agency-wide bonuses. I'm just gonna cover my eyes so I don't see. And now all in favor of using them for diamond cowboy hats for me and my dog. Okay, again, I'm not looking. Well, I'm just gonna buy them anyways. Listen, I can't be too mad at this because it's still adorable, because you have a matching hat with your dog. If they're actually made of diamonds, they're gonna be so heavy, the poor dog is gonna collapse. I don't really care if you collapse under the weight, but your poor dog's gonna collapse. But I can't be too mad because it's adorable, but I wanna be mad. I wanna be mad because this literally be how, like, managers and CEOs seem to act, you know? Like, instead of, you know, paying out bonuses or, you know, increasing wages, no, let's just buy some silly stuff you don't need, but I want it, so I'm gonna pay it out to me and buy cute stuff from it. So I'm kinda mad, but I can't be too mad because look at this happy dog. Yeah, adult times are fun, but have you ever been happy for like a week straight? Nah, me either. Who trying to get some? Listen. You can't. Like it's kind of worse when you wake up and you already know. You already know today's not gonna be the day. Because yeah, maybe that attracts things and makes things actually worse, but some days you just know, because you could just be having a normal day. But you know something's coming, and then something just messes everything up. And for a week straight, come on, be for real. Be for real. A week? No. I'm so tired, oh my god. Then maybe go to bed earlier then. Great advice. Impossible to follow, but great advice. Because then when are you gonna do all the other stuff you want to do or have to do? Because if you get home from work and you still have to like do stuff around the house, you have to go grocery shopping or you have to cook or you have to do whatever, then you also want to do something you enjoy, because just going to work and doing chores around the house, which is more work, and then going to bed and like waking up and repeating that, not great. Which makes it even more impossible to have a great week, you know? So you want to do something you enjoy. But then it's probably later than you should be going to bed. But you still have to do the things you enjoy doing, because somehow otherwise you'll feel worse, even though you've slept more, maybe better, but you still feel worse. You know, so great advice, impossible to follow, but Great advice. What $20 felt like when I was a kid versus $20 in my 30s. And at the same time, if you give a child $20 now, it's maybe still gonna feel like a lot to them depending on the family they grow up in, but it's not gonna feel like it did at the top. I hate to break this to you. So yeah, I feel for you. $20 is not. I don't even know how many $20. Wait, hang on. How many are $20 in euro? Oh, it's just under 20 euro. Okay. Well, yeah, that's not a lot of money. What's your name? John. John. Names. Processing the names. This is literally what it feels like. And usually what happens is you find like the first letter. Like you usually maybe still know the first letter. It's like something with a J. James? John? Jonas? I don't know. Something. And it's just like, hey, man, how you doing? And it's worse if it keeps happening. Like if it's your first time meeting him, it's just like, wait, sorry, what was your name again? But if you have to do it after like several weeks of knowing them, or, you know, it becomes more awkward. But it's still way too accurate somehow. Like, why? Just you're supposed to like stash them, preferably with like a little picture of the person, you know, but no, you just shredder them. Okay. Hello, my little sim. Time to clean up. Let's take out the trash, we don't want to attract flies. And let's get that kitchen floor sparkling. Finally, a little scrub it up to prevent shower mildew. Ah, clean. I don't think it's the people who play Sims that have a room that look like this. This is very gamer person in their 20s or 30s who live in their parents' basement and have completely let it gone to shit. That's the vibes I'm getting, not someone who plays Sims. But to be fair, cleaning an apartment or a house in The Sims is a lot easier and a lot more pleasurable and a lot less disgusting than actually cleaning a house. But still, I would rather clean my house than have it look like this. Any day, really. Sorry, I can't stay longer. I have a lot to do around the house. Also me at home. I don't see the issue. Listen, if that's what helps you unwind after a long day, or like a party you didn't really want to be at but you had to go to, then that is what you have to do at home. And you maybe have to do a lot of it to recharge. So, listen, I'm not judging. And anyone who is judging you for it can get wrecked, really. Turning off the microwave at 1 second so it doesn't beep. But with that smirk. Literally. Because you just have to do it. Especially if your microwave, like mine, like I can't turn the freaking beeping off. And it always beeps 5 times, even if you open it while it's already beeping. And I hate it. Microwave creators, why? Please make microwaves where you can turn off the freaking beeping. No one likes it. Like, you can obviously program it in for the people who do use it, you know, but why is there not an off button for the sound? We've been over this. We hate if our phones make noises, but we also hate if anything makes unexpected noises or loud noises. What are you doing? Create an off switch for the microwave noise, please. What's y'all coping mechanism? Mine is isolating and sleeping. I honestly don't even know anymore, but at the same time, isolating and sleeping, while definitely isn't like a healthy coping mechanism, there's also a lot of things that are worse that you could do. Because yeah, isolating in general, maybe not too great for your mental health. Is it better than doing drugs? Absolutely. Is it better than like reckless behavior? Absolutely. You know, so it's not great, but it's better than some other things, at least. Yeah, because it's gonna maybe damage your mental health and probably damage your sleep schedule, but it's not gonna damage your health, like your physical health, too much, you know? Me, watching someone who makes twice my salary struggle to save a PDF. How did you get into this position? Literally, just looking at the people who are supposed to be managers, or, you know, are supposed to like run a company, and they're so oblivious somehow to the simplest thing that it's actually really shocking. So, though, please learn how to do basic things on a computer at least. You know, looks at the phone to check the time, puts phone away. Me, so what time is it? My brain, good question. It is currently 8:22. At the time of filming this, don't question it. I don't know when you're watching this video. And if you check the time right now, you're probably gonna have forgotten it again, just because I said numbers as well. You're welcome. A picture of me the last time I was happy and mentally stable. Are we sure about that? Because with the amount of kicking that babies do, I mean, this one is laying there pretty chill right now, it's not moving too much, but you can lay still and have an existential crisis. You don't know that. So maybe you were happy, maybe you weren't. Kind of leaning towards you weren't, you know? Me on my profile picture versus me in real life. Okay, but listen. Taking photos is already different than how you look, because you can like pose and get good lighting. That's obviously not how you look every second of the day anyways. You could edit photos. And listen, if you literally expect people to walk around like they have a makeup artist and stylist at hand 24/7, then I have some questions, and I'm not sure I want them answered. But listen, you can't always look like this. And trying to look like this 24/7 sounds like the most exhausting thing ever. Yeah, okay, we keep saying it is what it is, but what is it? And more importantly, why is it? And can we please not have it be this way? You know, because yeah, for the moment, well, it is what it is. Might help you move on, but it doesn't really fix anything, you know? So what is it? Why is it? And how do we undo it? Me, thinking it's gonna be different this time. I like the people pulling the, oh, but I've changed, give me another chance, because really? Really? I'm not saying people can't change, but can you really change so much that you're suddenly gonna be compatible with someone? I don't think so. I don't think so. And the same goes for literally any other situation. Like, I keep coming back to toxic managers at work. Anyways, you know, whether it's that, and they're like, well, no, now we're actually gonna like tackle this issue and we're gonna fix this issue, but they've said it like 10 times in the past month and nothing has happened yet. You know, it goes for friends, it goes for families, it goes for literally anything. I get that you want to believe and be hopeful, but it might be a little misplaced sometimes. My head hurts, my eyes hurts, and I have no energy. When was the last time you drank water? No answer. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here. Listen, I know that I drink enough, and I drink very regularly. My first instinct when I do have a headache, though, is still to drink more water. Because why not? Just why not? Yes, a stranger sitting next to me on the train. I have judged your entire personality already based on that one song I can see you playing on your phone. Maybe not your personality, but I will have definitely already judged you. Not that you should care, really, because I wouldn't care. Really? If someone like sitting next to me is like, oh my god, you listen to K-pop? That's weird. Okay, and you know? But still, I am probably gonna have judged if I would ever like want to talk to you or be friends with you. Not that I would ever actually talk to people on the train. You know? Although if I see them playing a song by my favorite group or wearing merch by my favorite group or something, I would still not, I will just like smile at them awkwardly because I'm a very social person or something. 26-year-olds in 1964, 128,000. This is chump change. 26-year-old in 2024, $200 car. Yeah, I will never financially recover from this. I think it's not the car, it's the damage on the car, but yeah, listen. It's not really our fault. Like, if everything is getting more expensive, like, sure, some people legitimately have really bad spending habits. Sure, but that really doesn't explain the major slide towards poverty. Because, well, if you're not going to increase wages, like, in proportion to the cost of living and everything, then, yeah, people are going to have this issue of never financially recovering from a $200 car fix-up, you know? The cookies on my computer, reporting back to the ad companies. Yay! I mean, listen, mine probably definitely also. Because, yeah, why wouldn't they? If someone hacks into my camera, that's kind of the first thing they see, so I don't think you need to look any further. I'm queer. Now you know. Surprise, surprise, I guess. Opening my mom's phone. Brightness. Notifications. Volume. Battery. Font gigantic, by the way, and apps running in the background. Literally, why is this? Why? I feel like this is, like, I'm kind of questioning if my mom, well, actually my mom had a phone, but literally this. If I'm with my girlfriend at her grandmother's and she has to, like, do something on her grandma's phone, also this. And I'm literally, if it's someone else's phone and they have this many apps open, I will fight the urge to swipe them all closed. Because mine are always closed, and then I'm just fighting the urge to do it. And literally turning down the brightness and volume, maybe. Volume, maybe not all the way, but brightness, definitely. I don't want to be screamed at, thank you. Therapist, so when would you say your stress began? Me. I literally have never played this, but just by looking at it, I know. I know I would be so stressed. But again, I feel like a lot of kids weren't particularly stressed by this. There are people who can do this and be chill even if they don't manage it well. You know, just thought I put it out there. Not me. I would not be one of those people, but some people. When the function got cancelled and I got to stay at home. Yes. It's literally the best thing when you don't want to go somewhere and then they cancel it because, oh well, yeah, I got sick or too many people got sick and it's not worth it anymore or something else came up. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, it's okay, we can reschedule. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's not even that you wouldn't have fun if you go. Like, sometimes you really don't want to go and then you go there and it's really fun and you're actually really enjoying yourself and you don't know why you were like that apprehensive in the first place. But sometimes it's better to not find out and just be happy it got cancelled. Yeah, sorry, I'm not looking for any advice today. Thanks. Can I have this as a sign? Can I have this as a sign? And, like, bring it to work. But, like, on at least, like, a sort of hard piece of cardboard that if someone doesn't want to listen, I can wave it at them and they'll get scared I'm gonna hit them. I'm not actually gonna hit them, you know, I don't want to get fired, but I can kind of pretend to hit them so they maybe get the hint, really. I'm gonna print this. I'm gonna need to print this. Huh. This is the best party ever. Everybody's ignoring me. That's good. The only way it could get better is if Oh my god, a pet! A pet, it doesn't even matter what pet. Like, sure, yeah, dogs are super adorable because they're probably kind of social and want to, like, be cuddled. Cats, maybe. If it doesn't really want to, like, play or anything, you can still kind of chase it around the house. You know, or just watch it if it's laying there being cute. But literally any pet will probably do. Because personally, for example, I find fish kind of boring. But if someone has fish, I would still literally just be standing there watching them. Because it's still way better than having to, like, forcibly interact with people, you know? Because again, I'm a very social person, obviously, as is everyone who makes memes, apparently. Yeah. I'm confused when I meet people who are actually, like, super outgoing and love hanging out with people, because it's like, you what? That's weird. Like, there are people I love hanging out with, but if I had to hang out with these people every day, I would probably still lose my mind. Anyways, that was all the memes. I feel like I would be very confused if someone actually goes on the subreddit and doesn't relate to these memes. Because who are you? What do you do? What, just how? You know, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the memes. I hope you're hydrated, because otherwise, yeah, you might get headaches today. And I'll be back in a few days with my next video.